Hello everyone and welcome to Nate English. In today's video, we're gonna learn how to express our feelings like being happy and excited or being sad and how we can sound like native English speakers. Alright, let's start. Alright, so let's start learning English. So, in this lesson, we will be covering the following topics. We will cover some common expressions that you can use to ask someone how they're doing. We will also cover some expressions on how you can express the way you are feeling, and we will have some reviews for you to remember what we have learned, and I'll leave you with a small exercise so that you can tell us how you're feeling. Alright, so let's start with some common expressions that you can use to ask someone how they are feeling. So the most common one and the most obvious one, of course, is how are you? Or how are you? How are you? So this expression is very confusing sometimes because if you are in the United States, for example, and you ask someone, how are you? Well, that may not actually mean that you want to know how they are feeling. Sometimes how are you can be used instead of hi or hello. So be careful with this one, all right? Now, the second expression is, are you all right? Are you all right? So if you see that your friend is feeling down or you see that they're not really happy, you can ask them, hey, are you all right? Are you all right? Another very good expression that you can say if you feel like someone is not in the mood is everything okay? Is everything okay? Another expression that you can use is if you've talked to your friend and they said they're not feeling well and has been some time since you asked them that question, then you can follow up with, are you feeling any better? Are you feeling any better? To see if they have improved or they're feeling any better. All right, the last expression that I have for you is, how does that make you feel? So if your friend told you a story or someone that happened with them and you want to know how that made them feel, you can say, how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, so let's move on to the fun parts. How you can express your feelings and sound like a native English speaker. So if you are happy, the most common and obvious expression that you can use is, I am happy. I am happy. A great way to say that is, I am instead of I am. I am. Try not to separate those two words. So I am happy. All right, another wonderful expression that you can use is, I feel wonderful. I feel wonderful. Another expression is, I feel awesome. I feel awesome. Another very good expression and a little bit advanced is, I am on cloud nine. I am on cloud nine. It means that you are really, really happy. The last expression that I have for you is, I feel like I'm on top of the world. So you feel as happy as ever. All right, so now that you know how to express how you're feeling happy, let's move on to the next segment. All right, so if you are feeling sad and you would like to express that in English, you can say, I am sad. I am sad. Another way to express that is say, I'm feeling down. I'm feeling down. I'm feeling down. You can also say, I feel very bad. I feel very bad. Another very cool way to say that you're sad, and it's my favorite expression, is I'm feeling blue. I'm feeling blue. The last expression that I have for you is I'm down in the dumps. It means that you are really, really sad. All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, so in case you are feeling very tired and you just want to rest, then here are some cool expressions that you can use to express being tired. I am very tired. You can put emphasis on the very, so you can be like, I am very tired. It means that you are really, really tired. Another cool expression that also means you're really tired is saying, I feel exhausted. I feel exhausted. Exhausted. All right, another way that you can say this is I am worn out. It means that you have drained your battery and you are very tired. You can say I am worn out. All right, the last expression that I have for you is if you had a long day at work or at school and you're feeling very tired when you're back at home and somebody asks you, how are you feeling? Then you can say, it's been a long day. It means that you're really, really tired. All right, let's move on to the next segment. So, the next feeling that I have for you is anger. So, if something happens to you and it made you really angry, for example, me, when I found out that I was wearing my earphones, even though I did not need them, I can feel very angry. Now, how you can express that is very simple. You can either say, I am angry, I am angry, or you can say, I am really mad, I am really mad. Another very cool way to say that you're angry and that you're really angry is I am furious. Now, remember that to express these feelings like a native, you want to give out some energy to it. So if you're feeling angry, show it. Be like, I am angry instead of I am angry. All right, so let's move on to the next segment. So the next feeling that I have for you is confusion. Um, why am I wearing my headphones? I don't even need them right now. So that was me being confused because I don't know why I was wearing them. So the way that you can express that you're confused is by saying, I am confused. Another very good way to express that is, I'm not so sure what's going on, or I'm not sure what's going on. Another very cool way that you can express this if you are doing a math exercise or something like that is, I feel like I'm going around in circles. It can mean that you are really confused and you don't know what's going on. Now, the last expression that I have for you is, I cannot think clearly. Now, this can express that you are very confused. All right, just once again, the best way to sound like a native while saying these expressions is to put some feelings into them. So, really show your emotions via your facial expressions and your tone. So, let's move on to the next segment. So, one of the most common situations where people will ask about your feelings is when you're feeling sick. So, how can you express yourself like a native English speaker when you want to say that you are sick? Here are some very cool expressions that you can use. First of all, you can say, I am feeling a bit under the weather. It feels that you're not really in the mood and you're starting to feel sick. Another expression that you can use is, I'm not feeling very well. I think I'm getting sick. So if you're just starting to cough or sneeze and you feel like you might get the flu, you can use this expression. I'm not feeling very well. I think I'm getting sick. The last expression that you can use if you are really, really sick is, I feel very ill. I feel very ill. All right, let's move on to the next segment. Look at you already at this segment. I am excited to see your progress by the end of this lesson. So, if you haven't guessed it already, or if it isn't already written on the screen, the feeling that I have for you now is excitement. So, a very common way to express that is, I am excited. Now, here are some cool expressions that you can use. I feel hyped up. It means that you are really excited. You can also say, I am thrilled. Both of these expressions mean that you are very, very excited. The last expression is, that is awesome. I cannot wait for it to happen. Now, all of these expressions are very energetic. So try to sound energetic when you're saying them. All right, let's move on to the next segment. Oh, you want me to share with you the next expressions? Well, sorry, I was just a little bit busy over there. All right, so if you haven't guessed it already, the next word is busy. So if you want to express that, you can say, I am busy. I am busy. Another cool way to express it is, I've got a lot in my hands right now. It does not mean that you actually have a lot in your hand. You're not holding a lot. It just means that you have a lot of work to do. So speaking about work, another cool expression is I am drowning in work. So if you have a lot of tasks to do and you're already overwhelmed with them, then you can say I am drowning in work. I cannot take any more tasks. So another very useful expression is if someone asks you to meet up with them, but you are busy that day, or you just want to pretend like you're busy, and judging, you can say, I have a lot going on that day. So can we meet up another day? All right, let's move on to the next segment. So the next feeling that I have for you is being scared. Now, obviously, the most common and easy way to express it is say, I am scared. I am scared. But there are some cooler ways that you can express this feeling. So let's check them out. First of all, you can say, I'm afraid or I am afraid. For example, if you are afraid of heights, like me, you can say, I'm afraid of heights. That means that heights scare you. And by the way, you can leave me in the comments down below what scares you the most, all right? For me, I'm afraid of heights. How about you? So another expression is I am freaking out right now. So if you have some exam and you're not really prepared for it and you don't have much time to prepare for those exams, then you can say I am freaking out right now. I don't know from where to start. All right. The last expression that I have for you is when you are hyper scared. So you're really, really scared. You can say I am frightened. I am frightened. All right, make sure once again to use your facial expressions to express these feelings because that's how native English speakers express themselves. So, those are all the feelings that I have for you. Let's move on to reviewing them. All right, good job. You have reached the last part of this lesson. We are going to walk through some of the most common expressions that you can use to express your feelings. Now, what I want you to do is to pause this video every time I talk about a feeling, and I want you to repeat the expressions that I will be mentioning. So the first one is happy. So you can say, I feel wonderful. I feel wonderful. Or I feel awesome. I feel awesome. All right. The next one is sad. So you can say, I'm feeling down or I feel very bad. The next one is tired. I am exhausted or I am worn out. The next one is angry. So you can say, I am very mad or I am furious. The next one is confused. I'm not so sure what's going on. I'm not so sure what's going on. The next one is sick. You can say, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. All right, the next one is excited. So you can say, I am hyped up or I cannot wait for this. The next one is busy. So you can say, I've got a lot in my hands right now. I've got a lot in my hands right now. The next one is scared. So you can say, I am freaking out right now, or I am so scared. All right, that's pretty much it for our review. Congratulations, you have just finished today's lesson. Alright, so before we end today's lesson, I would like to leave you with a small exercise. So I want you to go to the comments down below and write down how this lesson made you feel. Or you can also leave some expressions that you use on a daily basis that I may not have mentioned during this video. Alright, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next lesson.